Hello everybody, this is 8-Bit Bert, and this is my review for All-Star Fruit Racing in 5 minutes or less. First things first, they actually patched in online multiplayer to the game. However, there's no one on it, so I can't review it. However, there's actually quite a lot of options for the local multiplayer and single-player experience. There's a lot of customization options in the game, so if you have kids, expect to spend a lot of time in these menus. You can change your car's body, the decals, the individual colors of each decal. It even extends to your tire, the treads, the color of the tires, the rims, also the front of the car, and the antennas. And lastly, but not least, the horns, all of which are annoying. The game features a variety of fruit-themed characters, each with their own special weapon that sets them apart from the other racers. However, not all special weapons are created equal, as most are simply reskins of a landmine placed behind you with slightly different characteristics, such as the peach, the plum, and the blackberry. Some of the highlights are the banana rocket launcher, which can track a target from seemingly any distance, as well as the shark melon, which has a slice of watermelon appearing out of the ground like a shark. The core mechanic of the game is called the juicer, which has you picking up different colored fruit bubbles in order to fill your meter, which can then either be used offensively or defensively, with speed boosts, shields, tornadoes, and other projectiles and traps. The game succeeds with this mechanic, as the context of the race, or the place you're in, can often dictate which fruit bubbles you need to pick up. If you're in the front, you may opt for a defensive shield that covers your rear. If you're in the back, you're probably going to need to focus either on offensive projectiles or some kind of a speed boost to help you catch up. Even with the mixer being the core of the experience, the game still has a variety of game modes to keep things interesting. Random Juicer allows you to pick up weapons from bubbles similar to Mario Kart. Juicer is your core game mode. Dragster mode has all 4 meters filling up over time. And finally, my favorite mode, Elimination, a game mode in which every 20 seconds or so, the last place racer is taken out. The game has over 20 tracks to choose from, each having its own distinct theme and music. Some tracks even include shortcuts with their own hazards to either reward or punish aspiring racers. It only took me about 4 hours to complete the career entirely, with only a few of the cups needing to be replayed for the gold trophy. For most kids, this is a good thing, as it allows them to unlock all of the tracks and most of the characters without having to put in a lot of time. This will help them be able to play and show off the game with their friends a lot faster and easier. However, if you're an adult buying the game, you may find this a little too easy and shallow on content. Don't be too discouraged though, as completing the career doesn't unlock everything. There's actually a large number of customizable options and characters that are locked behind time trial challenges, some of which are actually pretty challenging. Alright guys, you've heard the good, now I have to talk about the bad. People weren't kidding when they talked about the loading times. It takes 2 full minutes to load from the home screen to the game. I will say, however, that the load times are mostly a problem when you start the game, and not as bad when you're loading the levels or the races. Another problem I ran into quite a few times was frame rates. Now in most races it's not that bad, but in some of the crazier matches you'll get some frame hiccups here and there, but I never found it to be so bad that it affected my racing. I'll say another problem that the game has is that the camera is mapped to the D-pad instead of your left analog stick or your right analog stick. Lastly, with controls, your drift is mapped to the left trigger, which makes braking while drifting difficult to do, which is required in later races to keep you from flying off the edge at full speed. Another thing I have to mention is some of the racers just laugh constantly for no reason and without context. It doesn't matter if they got hit, doesn't matter what happened. They just have annoying laughs and they do it all the time. My bottom line for this game is simple. If you can pick it up on sale, usually about $15, it's a great game and it's worth every penny. Anyways guys, this has been 8-Bit Bert. I hope I helped you make a purchase decision, and this has been All-Star Fruit Racing in 5 minutes or less.
Thanks for watching! Please subscribe to the channel! Okay, goodbye!